They are hosting Grove City. Grove City, a 1-3 team, but the record definitely doesn't tell the story of this team.
For sure. They've had some quality opponents in their first 4 games. They've played RIT in a close one. A 2-point loss to Salisbury, the number 3 team in the nation. They've been tested, and CNU is going to have to bring everything they've got to compete against this one.
Cabaniss with an early draw. Shatton got the ground ball, put on the ground.
See that coming, but Boy does a good job finishing on his own.
Yeah, the good old-fashioned toe drag. That's as pretty as it gets. Grove City gets the clamp and the face. Rios with possession, but a great double there by Jamie Smith.
He didn't hold himself up in the restraining box. He came full speed to make something up.
City making the most of their offensive possession. CNU actually has had more time of possession, unable to put it in the back of the net. We've got 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Grove City up 2-0. Great ground ball there by Almassian. And then yard sailed. So Grove City will look to clear.
The contribution to your final score. Playing against quality opponents or those that play other quality opponents only increases the odds that you get an at-large bid.
Folks, I'll stop him before he puts us all to sleep. Cabaniss with the draw to himself. Great face-off win, and CNU back with possession on offense. Rios facing off against Cabaniss. Rios over 60%. Cabaniss was over 70 and in the 60s after that. Great ground ball by Cabaniss there, so two really good face-off specialists. Cabaniss is a tough ask, and we've seen Rios
from where he naturally holds his stick upright. What a great placement.
And McLean, a big guy, 6'4". That high to low, that's coming from, what, 8 feet down to 0 feet. That's a big change of direction. Middies like me could only dream about that type of change of direction. A little bit of extra bumping on that wing. Satin is the one who comes up with the ground ball. Another face-off win for CNU.
It has gone in. It's been high-low, but they've all been off-stick low. Something there.
Yeah, I remember even in practice, different goalies, I always felt, maybe it's just the shooter bias, but I always felt goalies were usually better at one aspect, either saves high or saves low. And I remember, you know, in our case, a couple of the goalies, there was one that I knew was better saving high, and I would usually shoot low against him. One that I knew that was has had the last few. And Rios got the draw there. So now a potential opportunity. He'll choose to settle one, right? That was a great finish, but I'm really impressed with that ground ball and picking it up and finding an open man instantly there. Just thinking one play ahead. He's like a carpenter who builds steps, always thinking 2 steps ahead. So procedure there. Grove City with, so Kevin Miller taking a breather. Shassian coming in and just immediately burying one. 2 goals on the day for him. Puts CNU up 5-4. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's their first lead.
That's right.
Cabaniss with a face-off win. Transition opportunity. He's going to let it fly himself. Bouncer. Their Stone was up for the high to low. Just muscling down, trying to get leverage. Tough to get leverage on McLean. McLean rolls off of it, plants his feet, and lets it fly. Captain's up 6-4, 1:41 in the half. Cabaniss with the ground ball. Big face-off there.
8th face-off win for the Captains. It's actually gotten lopsided in the past few.
Be Rios against Cabaniss again. Quick draw forward by Rios. Rosacker will look to just break this one up. Great play there.
Ooh.
Diving hit there. Yeah, that's not good at all.
And CNU at one point had a 2-goal lead, and that's been closed to just 1 with Grove City getting the last goal.
Giunchi taking the face here against Rios after we saw Cabaniss a bit shaken up at the end of the half. But yeah, the story being shots, CNU 29-15, the lead on shots. Grove City, very efficient shooting, as we see just only makes it happen. He had an opportunity there. He's been pulled today, so on that man-up opportunity, able to get in tight and finish well.
Cabaniss out. He was right at the end of the second quarter. Took a hit, a clip to the knee. You can see him, he's bandaged up now, but still getting out there for faceoffs.
Yeah, you love to see that. You always used to have, the story used to be really speedy, short stick defensive midfielders, one of them being on the coaching staff now. But now we're seeing some poles and some closed defenders that are able to get down the field. So Cabaniss and Rios to face again. This has been a fun matchup so far. Cabaniss draws forward to himself. He's got a break opportunity. Feeds it a little low. Shazian can't quite handle it. Giunchi wins the draw forward.
Great job.
Rosacker is going to take it for himself. Top right, top cheddar. Captain's up 4. What a goal by Rosacker.
Beautiful. Rosacker got an assist earlier. This time he drops one for himself. That release, I mean, coming from the pole, it was like a laser from high to high, and I'm sure Stone just didn't have a chance at it.
Yeah, not much you can do with that one. What a finish. Third goal from a pole today. Do we count them as midfielders too?
I think so. Anything from up top.
So 7:08 to go in this third quarter. Seeing you looking good coming out of the half. Grove City win possession. That face-off was won by Lehberg. Lehberg's 7, seeing you up 5:45 in this third quarter. Cabaniss to take the face against Rios. Santora and Rosacker on the wings. Good job by the attack, getting a piece of that one. Stone with a looks, he's making him fall now.
Faceoffs are back to about even now, seeing you winning 11 of 20. So it's almost 50-50.
Lehberg and Giunchi taking this one. We saw Lehberg win the last one against Giunchi. So both teams running a rotation now. A little bit more heat. Potentially some more tired legs. Gives them 9, puts them back within 1. 2:43 in this third quarter. Cabaniss gets possession. And then Santoro comes out of the mix with a big ground ball. Kevin Miller looks to push here. And he'll finish that one. Here's a win for Cabaniss to himself. Great recovery by the wing on that far side. Alec Jones gets on his horse. So Cabaniss and Rios to face off again. Ground ball eventually picked up by Almassian. Almassian had a huge ground ball, and I'm going to call it an assist.
Even here.
Rios and Cabaniss again. So a lot of wing play here. Ball is kicked back to Bellinger. And Sands looks to... Looks like a hold there by somebody. Maybe both of them.
Using that free hand.
A step before any slide comes. We haven't seen that from him yet because he's usually the first initiator. Love to see that range. On the run, lefty. So face-off win by Grove City. Now down 12-11. Just over 8 minutes to go in this fourth quarter in what has been an incredible start to March. Goad moves it near stats early this season. Clamp is won by Rios. And ground ball eventually picked up by... So Rios and Cabaniss once again. Cabaniss gets the draw, but it's kind of all clumped up in that middle. Santoro takes a heavy check. Still a 50-50 ground ball. Rosacker.
He ends up tripping up on the back of the net. And that finish, great fake low, shoot high that gets past Stone.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I mean, you want to talk about as a face-off win here by Cabaniss. Instead of winning the race around the far side and meeting the goalie, he comes from where the defender's going and opens up both to him. Seconds, we saw a Grove City shot off the pipe that close to ending it. This face-off is crucial as this is golden goal overtime. Cabaniss with a big-time hockey sweep, one-handed ground ball. He's got some pressure coming. Good handle by Kevin Miller. So captains with the first possession. So fresh overtime. We move into our second overtime period. Again, it's golden goals. So whoever scores first takes this one.
Cabaniss win early.
So procedure gives Grove City possession again.